just let me know. But they show no fish. Yeah, say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. They say you found it, but she doesn't.
Hi, welcome to Beautiful Snow TV, and welcome back, Snowflakes, and welcome if you guys are new. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss another time when I upload. So we're gonna be doing some Demon Slayer nails. As you can see, I have some stickers here. I wanted to use the Inosuke one on the pinky, but later on in the video you will see how that went. So we're just gonna go ahead. These are some really nice stickers. So I got those from shopkiki.com. I often boast about her products. If you cannot draw, or if you're just feeling lazy but still want some great nail art, that is a great way to start. So those are all the products we're going to be using. It's a lot of gel polishes, and it's going to be a lot of drawing, a lot of nail art, to the best of my ability. And I'm just going to go ahead and start with our application. Have a good foundation here. This is from Model One's number 154. I often use this here on the channel. It's also in the Amazon storefront. As you know, guys, Demon Slayer is an anime, one of my favorites that I usually watch. And are continue to watch. And they recently just came out with their movie. And if you have not seen it, even if you're not an anime fan, I feel like you would really enjoy the movie. It is a really good cinema, great graphics, and I really enjoy like the storylines. They have really good storylines, and it really tugs on the heart as well. So I suggest the movie as an anime fan, and even as a person who watches other shows, I still suggest the movie because it is great cinema. So enough about that. This is the application. You guys already know how we do here. We use our wooden cuticle pusher, our polygel brush, and some alcohol, and then I cure once I get the structure exactly how I like it. And this looks pretty good, and I'll cure for 60 seconds. And here is how the application turned out. Pretty darn good, if I may say so. So we're going to go ahead and start with our normal filing. We're doing a cylinder disc here for the E file to start off, and then the hand file, some cuticle work, and then buffing over the nails. I'm just going to get right into it, guys. This video is actually pretty long for me. 30 minutes is pretty long to keep you guys' attention on some nails. So I just feel like I'm going to try and rush through the parts that that I'm going to say. Basically, just this is self-explanatory. If you need any tips or tricks on filing, I do have a video always linked in the description below for any of that, as well as application as well, so you guys can kind of watch this process, and I'll be back. And here are all the nails file shaped and buffed. That little white glare on the nails or whatever that residue is, y'all, I've tried to get it off. It goes away a little bit with alcohol, but then it's like really in there. And I just kind of ignore it because most of the time it doesn't get in the way of like my my designs and whatnot. So I just kind of, ignore it. But I don't really like that about the polygel. Not sure why that happens. But application is still flawless, and so is the filing. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the gel polish. I wanted to start off with Inosuke because I feel like it was going to be the hardest nail. And indeed, it was the hardest nail. Inosuke is a character in the movie or in the series. He was raised in the woods. His mother was eaten by a demon, and he had to learn how to survive on his own. And he is a swordsman, and he has a particular breathing style as far as fighting demons. It's called beast breathing. So he's pretty cool. I've actually met his voice actor at one of the anime conventions that I go to, and he's actually a really cool guy, and I really love the series. It's very, very, very good. So I'm just going to do Inosuke here on the pinky. This is like a color that kind of resembles like his character, like it's part of his character design. So I'm just going to paint 2 coats. And now that that's all done, we're gonna go ahead and start with this brown here. I'm gonna do like some little streaks. I want to say like zebra streaks. I was just doing like little lines. It wasn't like meant to be zebra streaks. Kind of something to resemble like, outdoory kind of thing. Just, like a piece of wood or something. Not nothing too fancy. But this did not go how I wanted it to go because the sticker I'm about to try to attempt to put on here, y'all, it betrayed me. So I had to come up with something different, and I'll let you guys watch that. It's not much to explain because I messed up and then I tried to fix it. And so now I am going to just kind of slick that down, and I am just going to I did use base coat to kind of, make sure it was flat and flush. And I'm just going to put some rhinestones on top of Inosuke. Like, I was so over this nail. This took me like almost 45 minutes, y'all. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take these beautiful colors here, just minty green, and then the white, and then the yellow. And also it was looking kind of cute though. Not what I envisioned, but he'll do for now. So I'm going to take the middle finger and I'm going to paint it white, which I feel like I shouldn't have done because I did go with a different design. But like I said, I was winging this nail design so hard, y'all. Like I was winging it. So I'm just going to go in with 2 coats of this white, and then I'll go in with 1 coat of that kind of green on the thumb for Tanjiro's nail, and then I'll go in with 2 coats on the ring finger for Zenitsu's nail. And here is where I did cure this. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the orange and ombre for Zenitsu's nail. And I'm just going to go ahead and start that. I did mix some orange, like some gel polish and a little bit of acetone along with the airbrush from Savvyland, because I wanted it to be very pigmented, very darker than what it was given. So I did just go in and kind of, add a little bit more pigment to that just to get the color I was looking for. And this was the color I was looking for. I did do 2 coats of this after I cured that. I went back in and airbrushed again. These nails are looking so cute, guys, even with the plain colors. So now I'm just going to go in with the index finger, and this is going to be Shinobu's nail. If you've ever watched the movie, you'll know I'm not going to spoil it. So this was a very sad part in the movie, but like I said, I encourage you guys to watch it. So I'm going to do her nail here. She actually has a croc out with Crocs. Shinobu Demon Slayer has a croc with it's actually pink and this mint color. I really like it for her. It's really cute croc. I might buy it. But I did go ahead and cure this. These gel polishes from Landfo, they're really good. Like, I actually love them. This is just 1 coat, guys. Like, that's just 1 coat. And I went ahead and cured that, and it was so beautiful. So now I'm going to take some kind of pinkish purple, which is part of her design, and just kind of airbrush that onto the nail. Not bringing it up too high because that's just not what I was going for. But I did go ahead and airbrush this. I did 2 coats of this, and I did cure as well. So here I'm going in on Zenitsu's nail, and I'm doing the white triangles that are on his outfit because he is so swaggy. So I'm just going to go in. This is very, very tedious, y'all, because they have to be perfect. The triangles have to be perfect. Like, they just do. And I was trying my best to get them perfect. So I am just going to go ahead and do all of these. This was so tedious. It took me so long. But I got through it. But if you have not noticed, you're more than halfway through this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and support your girl for free. And here, this looks absolutely amazing, guys. So I'm gonna go on to Giyu's nail, and I was gonna do Open Eyes nail, but I don't know. I didn't feel like putting the snake on my nail. I'm terrified of snakes, so I didn't feel like putting the snake on my nail. So I'm just gonna go in. His kimono is like half one design and half another design, which was really tricky, guys. It actually was very tricky. So it's like this, maroon kind of red, and then on the other side is like peachy green yellow kind of thing. So I tried to imitate that best I could for my first try. This is literally my first try doing this. I was freestyling for real on this nail set. So I'm just gonna go in with that red and try to make it as symmetrical as I can. At this point, y'all, I've been working on these nails for hours, and it usually don't take me that long, but oh my god, guys. The love of anime, that's all it was driving me. The love of anime, and it was driving me down to finish this nail set. So I did cure that, and then once I got my sides all good, and I did cure that, and I did come back, and we're going to start the other side, and we're going to do like this mustard, because that's like the closest color I could get to the other side of that kimono, and I just kind of went over it. I did like one coat because the white background really made it really pigmented, and I really like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and cure, and then I'll go in with like the small designs that are on there. There's like some triangles and some line work. Oh god, y'all know I hate line work. So I'm just going to go in and just kind of cure that and go on to the next step. And so we're just going to kind of go into it. I'm using the dotting tool, which is like the best way to do like these little triangle things. Y'all, I am not the best at this particular part. I tried to copy the design best I could. I feel like I did good. Like I said, this was like in the middle of the night. Like sometimes I get up out of my bed, it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I got time to do nails. Me personally, I actually time myself doing my nails because I want to be faster. And look, I did not like the way those two triangles were sitting next to each other, so I did erase that because it wasn't looking uniform, so they were out of place. But I actually time myself quite often on doing nails, how accurate I could be, how efficient I could be, as far as like managing time when doing filing, application, those should not take me no more than an hour, well, between both of them. Like literally no more than an hour. It depends on like the poly gel that I'm using as well. So it just really depends. But I still want to get certain foundations just down. Sometimes I'm distracted and I'm watching anime or I'm doing something else, or I have to stop or whatever. But I do try to time myself to each nail set no longer than 4 hours. Literally no longer than 4 hours. Now, depending on the complexity of the design, then yes, it might be sitting there for 4 hours. And this one really gave me a run for my money with 4.5 hours. So I just feel like the designs that I've never tried before, I can see them, but if I've never tried them before and have not mapped out how to execute it, it will be a little bit more challenging for me. So I'm very hard on myself, so I do try to give myself a little bit of grace sometimes. So like right here, I was really loving that, so I cured it. Now I'm going to go in with the darker green. I don't know why I was putting this there. I should have left it just how it was, but it still looked cute. So I'm just going to kind of finish up this design and let you guys kind of watch that process. And just kind of creeping my nail out the lamp a little bit. You know, my thumbnail's going to creep over here. I'm going to try to do Tanjiro's nail. But that one was also very challenging. I got to get better at drawing checkers, because that's basically what the design was, a checker design. And I should have, like, it's like really spatial awareness or organization, really. These right here was too many lines. I feel like it could have been really nice or whatever, but I feel like it was too many lines. So I actually did take this off, and yeah, because at that point I got 4 squares at the bottom. So like I said, it was too many lines. So I did take this off and start over. Yeah, I wasn't finna be doing all of that. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, right here, them lines is clean. They clean, but they just was not correlating properly. Because I needed to fill them in. I had got gel polish everywhere. It was black gel polish everywhere, y'all. So I've just cleaned it up right there. But I'm here. I am finna go in and try to fill it in, and like the pattern wasn't patterned. Like it's not a hard pattern, but it's a precise pattern. Like right here. I had too many boxes. So I did go in before I cured, thank God, and took this off. And I think I did it off camera. Like when I get frustrated with a nail design and I'm like, oh, I gotta do it off camera. And I'll let y'all know if I get footage of it, then yes, I'll proceed. But you see how my boxes are not gonna be looking like the way they're supposed to. Look how they're lopsided. And I was like, wait a minute. Right here is when I was like, wait, what happened? And I was like, wait, if I put a box above that, then it's gonna be just black right there. Like y'all, I was struggling right here. But I did start this over. Y'all see that here in a second. So here is that nail all done. I just did only 2 lines on the outer and then kind of worked them in to give that checker design for Tanjiro's kimono. So I did go ahead and get that done. Once I actually mapped it out of my head, it worked flawlessly and it looks great. So I did top coat that. So now I'm going to take that same black and do Shinobu's outlined for her butterfly kimono. I have really loved this design. This is so freaking cute. One of my favorite nails of the set. So I just did like an outline and then I'm just going to go in with my butterfly design. I'm not the best at that, but I need to get better. I need to do another set of the butterfly design because I just do like the butterfly print and I think it'll be really, really cute in the colors that I have designed for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up. I'm just going to do like the swoops or the swirlies. I guess you can call them swoops at the bottom of the nail. So I'm just doing the outline here, making sure it's, as high up as I want it. And then I'll go in with the little swoops to the left. I think I'm doing mine to the left. So yeah, this is a really, really cute design. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And all my anime fans out there, comment down below like your favorite anime. And if you watch it, and if you haven't watched it, I encourage you to give it a try. Try new things. Some people are like, oh, I can't get into it. It's cartoons. It's not cartoons. Cartoons are for kids. Anime is for adults. Like, anime is not for children. I cannot watch anime with my daughter. Some anime I can because it's like heroes and stuff like that, but other anime, it's like very sexual a little bit. Blood, gore, things that you would, more like the concept of anime is also to make you think as well. Like, it's really, really good shows, really, really good concepts, like, war, concepts on like personality and just different things. Like, different anime have different, concepts that they try to target or try to like, shine a light on, like depression or, what happens when you lose a family member, how people cope. It just depends, like different anime for different things, like, prejudice, racism. It's a lot of different things that people don't really talk about and they seem to be taboo, but anime brings them to light in a good way and it's, gives great conversation to talk about. So I don't know what I'm doing here. This is like my version of the butterfly print and I did my best. Like I said, y'all, at this point it was like 2 in the morning. So I did go ahead and just kind of finish that off and I cured it, almost finished with all the nails. I'm just going to go in with my white and do my outline for the butterfly with the little dots on the black, and then I was done with that nail. I did like a little rhinestone sequence on that one as well. So I'm almost done with that nail. I'll just let you guys watch this particular process. The next nail I'm going to go to is Kiyu's nail, which is the middle finger, and I'll just go in and finish like his triangles on the red side. And this is how the nails turned out. Super, super cute, very simple, not too extravagant. My skin nail kind of is like the redhead stepchild in this set, but it is what it is. I did not want to do too much to take away from the designs. They are simple, but I still wanted to make sure that they were correct. And I really, really love how well I executed the line work, and it seems very, very clean on my end. I hope you guys enjoyed these nails, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with somebody who may like it. And like I said, encourage you to go watch that movie. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.